Robbie, sounds like tonight's the night. We've got some big bells to ring.
Previously on this series, we've been unintentionally going down my list of favorite villains, analyzing what ideals and complexity makes them great. But today we're going to forget all of that and talk about Yang from RobiHachi and why he's absolutely amazing.
Awesome! Once upon a time, I was known as Crane Game Yang before the idiots knew how to pronounce my name.
So, who is this beautiful man? Yang is the most generous, trusting, and faithful man the world has ever known. And just look at this man's fashion sense. No wonder he has a Nana Berry hairstyle. He's so cute that his cuteness stat must be maxed out. That was a Gen 3 Pokeblock reference, by the way. I assume most of you skipped Pokemon contests and only know Nana Berries from Pokemon Go. Yikes. To show how trusting and generous Yang really is, we can use our main character as the perfect example. Although Robbie has a horrible credit record and is known for losing all of his money to any and all women who look in his general direction, Yang believes in Robbie and lends him all the money that he needs, with full faith that he'll pay it back.
Wait. I believe you will, Robbie.
When Robbie inevitably loses all of it, instead of sending some big scary goon after him, he sends a polite young man who's already acquainted with him. Unfortunately for our hero Mr. Yang, Robbie uses his rugged good looks to sway young Hachi into running away with him into the vast universe, leaving poor Yang heartbroken. He would never give up though. Concerned with his beloved safety, Yang prepares to follow his love across the entire universe to collect his money, get his sweet boy back, and treat his employees to a vacation while he's at it. Despite having Nana Berry hair, Yang isn't slowing down. He's gonna take Robbie at his fullest potential. There, I made it into a Pokemon Go reference. Are you happy? Speaking of employees, Yang picked his right-hand man off the streets. He was homeless, living in a box before Mr. Yang took him out to dinner and changed his life for the better. With his crew aboard, it's time to save Robbie from the dangers of space. He can't outrun Yang's love and devotion.
You can run, but you can't hide. Buckle up, boys. We're making a U-turn.
Oh, what about the hot springs?
Yang decides he needs to be hard and excited, banging into Robbie from behind right out of the gate because it's safer and easier to bring him into Yang's loving arms before he leaves Earth. But unfortunately, Robbie pulls out and warps to Mars. Knowing one of his employees loves Mars, Yang takes them there to give chase. Upon arriving, Yang learns that Robbie's final destination is the magical world of Isakandar. With such knowledge at his disposal, Yang figures out the perfect route to most likely catch up to his sweet Robsicle. We travel to a few different planets, barely allowing his little Roblet to slip out. Finally, they've gained enough distance while Robbie and Hachi waste time on every planet. It's time for the Great Eel Festival, and for once, Yang and Robbie are on even ground. On this planet, during the festival, you can have all-you-can-eat eel, and wouldn't you know it, Yang goes Super Saiyan after eating eel. His true power is about to be unleashed.
That's what gets the banana swinging.
Mr. Yang, can you believe there's some...
Robbie and Hachi enjoy their time out on this new planet, but little do they know, you can't wrong the Yang, and he's right on their tail. Yang wants Robbie to receive him at his fullest potential and is hulking out on Eel every chance he gets, and nothing will stop him.
What the hell am I doing here? I really should...
It's time for the Great Eel Race, and our favorite eye candy is participating. Seeing this, Yang commandeers an eel of his own. He informs Robbie that he needs to pay his money, and no matter how dashingly handsome he is, there's no way he's getting out of a late fee. The race begins, and they quickly break to the front. Yang is chasing after something much more important than the first place prize.
If you don't give back what you borrowed, you're burned.
I'm boned?
Back out of space!
I'm not so sure it is!
Your ass is mine!
Victory, as always, belongs to Yang, but before he can give Robbie a mostly naked embrace, he's taken away to be crowned champion. The chase continues, but a quick stop on a planet run by machines to help the humans rise up and dethrone the robot overlords, because as we've discussed, Yang is a great guy. Our next planet is filled with... oh god. Our next planet is filled with weebs, and Robbie being the grandson of a famous director, Yang knows just what fan meetup to crash. And oh my god, my poor little RobiHachi, these hooligans are forcing their wants onto Yang's sweet prince. Of course, he beats some ass and heroically saves Robbie. Showing off the bit of villainy he has, Yang only knows one thing about the machine Robbie was in. When he saved Robbie, his exact words were, "You saved my life." So when he hooks Robbie's attacker up to the same machine, he knows full well it might kill him. But it's worth it to save his little Robbie and have a movie night with his employees. Oh god damn, we lost Robbie again. Whatever. This time, Yang has a foolproof plan. With all the debt Robbie is in, when they get to the last checkpoint on the super space highway to Isakandar, they'll get detained and brought right into Mr. Yang's fresh, cranberry-scented, Ian Sinclair-voiced loving embrace. So while Robbie attempts to enter, Yang takes his employees out for a relaxing and fun day before they collect Robbie and head back to Earth.
You're catching him for us.
I'm so proud of you.
Now let's destroy this meat!
Yeah!
Die, meat, die!
It's already dead.
Waiter!
Can you bring us the whole cow and some wet wipes?
After that outstanding, marvelous, exquisite break, it's time to go obtain little Robbie Dobby and return him to his rightful place. After waiting around for a while, Yang realizes that Robbie has fulfilled his debt and now only one mission remains, bringing Robbie home safely. His debt was paid off, but his life is still in the hands of space and unknown planets. Once finding them on Isakandar, Yang is put into competition with the Lunar Guard who are after Hachi. But Yang has traveled the entire universe for his sweet Robosaurus Rex and isn't about to let some Earthling immigrants to the moon stop him from achieving his grand mission. They chase them into space and finally get a tractor beam latched onto Robbie's ship, momentarily until the lunar fleet attack. After dealing with these fools who wish to keep true love apart, Yang stumbles upon a mysterious hyperroad and he bets every golden comet that Robbie thrust himself into this mysterious space hole and decides to fly in after him.
Wow, you need a nap. Hey, something's coming up behind us! Huh? We finally found you, sweet Robbie! Come on! That dude needs a freaking hobby, I swear! Blast it!
While thrusting himself towards Robbie, Yang gets so close before being rammed from behind by those annoying lunar show-offs, sending all of them hurling out of the hyperroad crash landing. At least after all of that, Yang is still loyal to Robbie and will continue to follow him through life. Wait, what? You can't just go and get all blushy at the next Hawkeye you lend money to. You followed Robbie across the entire universe. He's what matters. I've spent so long in this video defending you and talking about how amazing and loyal you are. You say you can't wrong the Yang, but Yang, this is wrong.
Yang.
Wrong, wrong, wrong.
Yang.
Wrong, wrong, wrong.
Yang.
Wrong!
Why do you keep saying that?
God damn it, Yang, how could you do this?